This is Jamie. She's making lunch for the bobcat kittens that we rescued recently. They were scooped up in an excavator and separated from their moms. Since they were tearing up 16,000 acres of land, there wasn't any chance of reuniting them with their moms. So they will be rehabbed at Big Cat Rescue and trained to hunt and then released back to the wild. It's only legal to release cats who were born in the wild back to the wild, and we are going to do everything we can to make sure they're ready for that. What we're doing here is we're starting to wean them. We try to get them off the bottle as quickly as possible. We don't want them to imprint on people, and as you can see, there's not a whole lot of imprinting going on as they're fussing over what this new taste is. Emma is on the left, and it's her first time to feed a baby bobcat. So she's just learning her technique, and you can see that they're just all claws and teeth and squirming and really, really difficult to handle at feeding time. But once they get into the rhythm and they get used to the feel of somebody new, it's going to be all good. This is Erin on the right. She's had a couple of days of practice with these guys, so she's got a little bit more of her technique down. Oh, now you can see the baby has latched onto the bottle. So it's really a balancing act because you want them to drink and get their entire meal, but you don't want them to suck it down too fast. So you have to be really careful that they're not sucking down air and that they're not inhaling the milk. This tree is Jamie. She's the one who does most of their feedings because they have to be fed every few hours. They've already worked out a rhythm that works for them. It's important to keep the bottles warm but not too hot. So that's why they have the cup on the table to keep rewarming the bottles and keep it just like it would be if they were nursing from their mothers. It's a little bit off screen, but over to the right you can see that Erin is stimulating her kitten to help him relieve himself. In the wild, the mother would lick them and that would cause them to be able to defecate, but we need to stimulate them with a warm, wet rag. Now what they're doing is trying to give the cats turkey because we want them off this bottle as soon as possible. So you kind of have to get them nursing on the turkey until they realize that they can actually pick it up from the bowl themselves and chew it on their own. And we'll wash that down with a little bit of milk. You might be looking at this and thinking, oh, I wish I could do that. But these claws are little murder mittens, man. They are so sharp and they just attach onto everything. Usually by the time the kittens are weaned, we are just covered in scratches from them. Just like domestic kittens, bobcat kittens have to be dewormed. And coming from the wild, they come in with a huge load of parasites, both internal and external. So what we're doing here is giving them a small dose of dewormer. We're dressed up like trees because we don't want the kittens to associate people with anything good. That would be terrible for them if they were to approach people in the wild, but man, are those suits hot. It's hard work, but it's worth it.